Greetings, everyone. Lisa here. If you go to sleep at night and you feel like you've done something, more than likely you have. We consider this that you work for the army of the Lord or you're working for the bad guys. Either way, I'm speaking to you. These theorems are based on Dolores Cannon's work, reading my Bible, and my own personal experiences. Now, when I talk about dream time, I'm talking about we have awakening. It like happens like you're peeling an onion and has many layers to it. So once you awaken, it's the beginning, okay? And then you have many awakenings upon that, especially if you're a person who wants to know the truth of things, and you dive deeper and deeper into various religions. You'll experiment with this, you'll experiment with that, because you want to know the truth of things. And these are the people I'm talking to. So this channel is for a very select group of people who know they actually operate in the dream time. And what that looks like is when you get past your meditative stage, where you have you're trying to sit in quietude, you have a candle going, maybe incense is soft music, and you have those thoughts run through. And then what you go, that goes away after a while. What you need to do when those thoughts run through is to observe them. And then there's things that'll pop up that maybe, you recognize you have to deal with. So as you deal with eliminating toxic people from your life, changing the way you eat, maybe you eat a different way, or they tell you to exercise, or, Spirit will talk to you like which way you need to go. A lot of times, some of us need to release relationships and start a whole new life. And if you don't, God ends up like pulling the rug out of your life. So it's better for you to follow the program, and then you get to the part where the quietude is absolute, and you're starting to self actualize. And if you read any of or listen to any of the Carl Jung stuff, this is where an empath becomes like a super empath, okay? And then you start seeing within your third eye. Now, some people might jump right into that. I know there's kids who operate in the dream time, and they operate more efficiently than some of us older people do. And kudos to you young kids, because they'll be the ones in the future who keep things going forward. And that's what this channel is. I come out and tell stories because a lot of times we operate in a dream sense. And so if I tell you something and then you hear it and you've seen it, you'll go, holy shit, I was in that experience. Spirit wants me out here to say some specific things. They're not pleasant things, so forgive me, trigger warning here. I'm going to rail about Elon Musk yet again. I'm going to tell you exactly what he just did. Like, I was going to participate in the sales of Cutco, which is excellent cutlery, by the way. However, I did my first demonstration, and the person I demonstrated to, they have this app where you ask your customer to download the app, and then it takes personal information off of your phone so that rep can get references, which is a great idea in an ideal world. However, we don't live in an ideal world, and my client didn't want to download the app, and I don't blame them. That's a bit intrusive and a lot to ask. And the other thing, Cutco is really, their sales team force thing is based for younger people. It's not for older people. And I thought, well, after the first demonstration, but here's what happened. Here's another thing that happened. My friend Elon Musk called the president of Cutco and said, there's this person who's trying to be a representative. I have no idea what he said, if he told him I was a subversive or I shouldn't be helped, garner me no. Anyway, he called my rep, the one, and told him not to give me any support. And I didn't get a lot of support, okay? And with that being said, there's a good friend of mine involved in this court battle who will probably call the president of Cutco as another famous individual and say, why would you do that? Why would you do that without checking things out? So it's going to get tetchy. And I have to say to the president of Cutco, if you happen to see my presentation here, why would you listen to Elon Musk? First of all, he's a Ponzi schemer. You're going to find out some amazing things about him in the future, and you're going to hang your head in shame. He's not an American. And Cutco likes to pride itself on being fucking American. I have to wonder why a company entrenched in American foundation would fucking listen to somebody from North Africa who is nothing but a fucking schemer. Now, that man fucked with me at Chick-fil-A. He fucked with me at Sam's Club by doing the same fucking shit. He fucked with me at a company called Albertsons. This whole conglomerate fucked with me on all three of those jobs. I was attacked at Sam Clubs when the electrical system blew out, and they have CCTV camera images of my angels fucking protecting me. But they won't release that imagery. That's 3 companies right there. Then Cutco makes 4, and I applied to work at fucking Taco Bell, and he called up the office at Taco Bell and told them to not give me a job. I want to know why American people are listening to an international terrorist who's born and raised in fucking North Africa. He's got more than one wife, he's a bigamist, and he uses churches as his cover to hide the fact that he's a fucking warlock. Now, how do I know this, Mr. CEO, fucking president of wherever the fuck you think you're so fucking special of? That I love knives. I love your fucking knives. So then I find out there's a group of people with special abilities and skills like I have. And there's a man, very famous man, who runs that organization. It's very hush-hush, secret. And they're not bad guys. And it's been brought to my attention that that guy is fucking upset that I'm not in that group. I'm the only one on this planet who's not allowed to be in that group. And he's kind of like on the warpath as to why. Thank you, by the way. And then today, as I've conducting my regular business, I stand up from this fucking computer. And of course, the sex magic. Who's doing sex magic on me? I hear, and the angels respond, right? They tell me who it is. They say it's Mike Myers. What? Not the actor. Not the actor. So I give me a visual on Mike Myers, and I go through my spiel, and then was it worth it, And then I said, how dare you have the name of a good guy actor and be a bad guy, you fucking Mike Myers. And then I find out that the actual actor Mike Myers is in Trent Reznor Zoo. That list I read to you is only a partial list. I asked him, are you using your pendulum? He said, yeah. Good. So, the zoo is kind of diminishing because people are starting to use their pendulums. and taken out the dust cameras that are put in. These dust cameras are military. So when it gets to the military part, I wonder when I'm going to get into this fucking circus. For real. They say Ben's going to come out any time. Oh, and then this is the funny thing. I called Ben Victor Radcliffe in my story. I'm going to have to change that name because there's a real live Victor Radcliffe. He's 6 foot tall. He's got blue eyes. He's got salt and pepper hair, but it's a little more gray here. And I'm like, he's got a bad boy mustache, like one of that mustaches. He says, I have a biker mustache. So I looked it up, and the mustaches are crazy. And I thought that was rad, just rad, that there's a real Victor Radcliffe. Sometimes I pull names out of the closet. So I'm going to have to change Victor's name. And we might have to go with a different one, which I sometimes call him William Vanderfluff. So I don't think there's a real William Vanderfluff out there. Anyway, so that's all I got to say today. Spirit wanted me out here to say these words. Oh, and then Trent Reznor all day. Yeah, they want me to bring this up. Trent Reznor, right? To fuck with me, this is supposed to break my heart, right? Ben's coming today, is what Trent's telling me. What do you got in the refrigerator? What are you going to cook for supper? Can I bring people with me? Can I take a shower in your house? Or should I go to the... Blah, blah, blah? You know, just stupid shit. Trent, is, you know, don't you have songs to write? Or you got girls in the closet. You can fuck them, but don't do sex magic on me. Don't you have anything else to, like, busy up your time? Like, you know, go skiing or do something, you know, constructive for yourself rather than tormenting a 69-year-old woman. And that's the other thing I got to ask this cucko president. I'm a fucking American. I'm the psychic who predicted that Donald Trump would be fucking president. And then you're going to listen to a North African freak who's only here to garner whatever America could give for him. And he's in the hospital right now. He's in the fucking hospital right now. Because he pretended to be Ben. He's in the fucking hospital because he pretended to be Ben. And a gazillion people from outer space, plus myself, whacked and whammed on him. I didn't leave my apartment, but he's in the fucking hospital for pretending to be fucking Ben in 5D space. How smart does that make Elon Musk? He's in the fucking hospital. Do it again, Elon. Anyway, I'm sorry. You know what? I would like to have a fucking job. And I would really like for somebody to throw him out of the fucking country. And what you all don't understand is, this stuff is verifiable. And eventually this story is going to be overwhelming when it fucking hits the world. And people should be scared. Pagans are told to harm none. And I'm told at the end of this, by October 9th, 9 of you 177 motherfuckers are going to ask for salvation. I just want to know when I'm getting my inheritance. Because there's a lot creatively I would like to fucking do. Anyway, they told me to pull a few boom boom cards and a word for today. And if this is happening to me, I know there's other people out there suffering. The word believe popped up. So I'm going to go with that word for today. Is that the word you wanted, Spirit? You know, Pastor Levi, and I will put the link to his last sermon in the description box. He talked about gluttony. He's been going through the 7 deadly sins. And that Christ himself was actually accused of being gluttonous in certain ways. I happen to know a little bit about that. It's going to sound outrageous for me to say it, but I'm going to say it nonetheless. When Jesus went, and the reason why he did all the fish and the miracles and stuff like that, is he's coming to effect change. Because God was going to kill him, so he was the last fucking pagan type of sacrifice ever to be made. After all, Romans killed him. They're pagans. The last sacrifice, door open to all the peoples of the world. So Jesus went, and there was always food. There was always food in the group. People need to be fed, not only spiritually, but physically. They need to be healthy and fed. And Jesus felt like if he fed the people, no matter where he went, they'd be satisfied and hear those words better. And a lot of times, there was music played before he showed up and speak. There's a reason for the music. It opens the heart and the spirit and the soul. So it was kind of like when Jesus showed up, the party was there. And he got accused of being a glutton. He didn't mind drinking and eating. After all, we do have liberties in Christ. And there was always some people who went before him. Hey, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. And they'd get the shit together. So there was feast. So there was music. So there was a good time. Arranging the space, getting the people together. Anyway, Easter is coming. I will probably smoke less pot as my Lenten thing. The spirits tell me, don't stop eating, Lisa, you need to. I'm under a great deal of stress, and when you combat in 5D, if any of you notice, when we do, even if you're laying in a chair with a mask on that your eyes don't open and you see all this shit, and you'll notice you're sweating. We expend a lot of energy. So take care of yourselves during this season. It should be over soon, this particular battle, with other ones to come in the future, but this bullshit should be wrapping up soon. Now, what they let the public know and what they let the public not know, that's not my job to say or do. But I do know this trial won't end for a really long time. It progresses on because Elon Musk and Sophie Hunter have gone over the line, and they are actually going to be the ones who are questioned about international terrorism. And when I say he's an international terrorist, I mean that. Now, a few boom boom cards and I'll call it good. I'm not afraid to say the names because I know what they've done to me. The CCTV cameras, the people buying properties in my name, the credit card fraud, the identity theft. This is all real. And I can't wait for it to be over. And you people who pushed me out of your companies and your jobs, you're going to be very sorry you did that, because they tell me I'm going to become one of the richest people in the world. And I will come back and ask you questions and get satisfaction, if not for me, for an older person in the future. How dare you? How fucking dare you listen to Elon Musk or your corporate heads just because that you don't look into a person's background, you don't find out if they're worthy of not getting the fucking support? How fucking dare you? Ask Bucky. Divine masculines, ask Bucky. There's scripting going on, and I don't have one today. It's deep. This fucking shit is deep, man. Thor's involved. Both Thors. The real Thor and the actor Thor. They're both involved. Star Power's involved. And this is sunrise to sunset. Hope you got something from that. Everybody loves these cards. Ask Bucky, Thor. You divine masculine, you. He's cute, too. It's deep. Whatever the fuck this is going on in your world, it's deep. And there's scripting involved. Now, what this means is, people, there's a group of people out there, coven people, do this, okay? When you close your eyes, and if you see words swirling around like it comes from, like it's going to come down and ascend on you. One of my angels is here. Thank you for visiting. That's them in putting a script in you of failure, or they're going to make you feel depressed. They script you in many ways, okay? Just be advised. Michael, the light is really bright, dude. Be advised that that's a thing. That's the thing the coven people do, is they script you. And I kind of made it try to look like, or I'm getting another. If you write scripts, maybe this is a good day for you to start scripting. If you're writing, if you're a writer, and you can also script. Since it's a magical tool, magic's mostly just words. You can write your own script to end maybe this situation for yourself. So there's scripting going on many levels. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I just doing what I'm told by Spirit. They wanted me to come out and tell the Cutco thing. I quit the Cutco. I'm not going to sell that stuff. After my first demonstration and just the constant texts, and it's very invasive, and I'm not interested in spending that kind of time. I'll never get the referrals that young kids can, and their whole sales team is basically set up for young people, and that's cool. Young people get people who will help sponsor them and stuff like that, but I'm an older woman and it's not set up for anybody like me. And besides, I know the guy told the other guy, don't give her any support. I don't need that kind of bullshit in my life. Anyway, peace out, everybody. I think a lot of you are amazing, and I love some of you. Have a good day now. Bye.